Hello, this is David Jose coming to speak to you once again today, dropping you off a little bit of powerful knowledge to help you to get to where you need to go. And I know you're probably wondering, where in the world is Dave at? And why in the world am I looking at a kid's gym? Why am I looking at a little playhouse? Why am I looking at a place where kids play? Well, I'll tell you why. Today, I wanted to bring you back to where it all started. And I want you to go back and I want you to remember what it was really like when you were a little child. I want you to remember that you used to think that one day you'll possibly be able to fly. You thought one day I'll be able to be the president, I'll be able to do something great. And even right now today, I have to tell you that I'm sad that you're not the president, because this one is destroying our country. I know some people think I wouldn't say that, but I have to say it, sorry. But, when you were younger, you had goals and dreams, and you believed in yourself, and you thought you could do powerful things, and you had an imagination, and some of the things that you thought you could do, you actually went out and did. But the sad thing is, when I talk to you about what it is that lifts you up and takes you to the next level, I have to stop at the fact that many times as we deal with people in this world who start to fail, they start to frame our reality. They start to tell us what's good and what's bad when it comes to our work, and what's bad when it comes to not being dreamers and not thinking that we can do more than what everybody else is doing around us. It's a sad thing that even parents will tell you, we want you to get A's and B's in school. And then the first thing they do when it's time to graduate and time to find out what type of work you're going to do is they'll say, well, we think you should go out and get a good job at Chrysler. You know, they're always going to be good. I had that said to me. And the sad thing is, if you go out and you do what everybody else is doing, you become a C. You're average. You're just like everybody else. Nothing exceptional when it comes to choosing to walk a path that is a little bit more challenging, but a lot more rewarding. And so I want you to think back to the time when you were playing on a playscape somewhere. I want you to think of what it would take to get rid of these silly limitations and these silly barriers and these silly things that people told you couldn't do. What does it take for you to get away from that? I decided to go out and possibly work out a little bit today and get these videos out to you. And I ended up thinking, this is exactly where I need to go to get people to stand up and do what they need to do. See, over time, you learn to give up. You learn to hate yourself. You learn to, wow. And this guy turns on a darn machine in the middle of the time I'm doing my video. Now, is that silly or what? But anyway, I'll speak louder. I want you to go back to the place where you didn't have all these limitations. I want you to go back to a place where you can learn to dream again. I want you to go home, and I want you to sit and think about some of the things that you want to do, and, you know, pray, you know, and that's what I do. I ask God to help me to get to where I need to go. Some people, you know, they're into this universe thing. I can't do it because I know that God created the universe, and that's like praying to a tree to me. But the thing is, you have to go back to where you were when you didn't have all these limitations, and I want you to start building up ideas and building up different things that you can do. And I want you to excuse all the thoughts out of your mind. Just throw them out that tell you that you can't do certain things, that tell you that you can't make a certain amount of money, that tell you that you can't do certain deals because you don't have the right car and you don't dress up the right way. I mean, look at me. I'm on a video wearing a shirt inside out. Didn't like the label that was on the shirt. And I'm wearing workout clothes, and I'm coming to speak to you, and I will drop knowledge that will help you to take your life to the next level. So I have to tell you, it does not matter if you wear suits. It does not matter if you have the biggest office. It doesn't matter if you have the fastest computer. None of that stuff matters. What really matters is that you give yourself the opportunity to do things that that challenge you, do things that other people are not doing, and doing things that will make you happy on the inside. It's not a race to see who can close the most deals. There's some people who close, tons of deals and make billions of dollars. I don't make billions of dollars. I really don't care to chase it because I have balance now. I understand that I can make as much money as I want to make, and then I can have fun with my family as much as I want to. I realize that I can go drive my fast cars as fast as I want to. It really just, it is no point in just being rich to be rich, but there's a reason to have wealth. And for me, is to help take care of other people, is to do God's work and be free and not have to worry about what I say. You see, I can say all types of things in my videos. It might piss some people off, but at the end of the day, I follow the God that created me, and I go out there and I do things that other people wouldn't dare do or wouldn't even think were possible, and I'm good at it. So my income and my life is not based on someone telling me that they'll pay me or what to say. So I want you guys to be super encouraged, and the biggest thing in this video is the biggest buyer and seller in the world that will prevent you from doing business is right in the mirror. You are the biggest buyer and seller. If you're afraid to sell yourself and go after it with everything you have, you'll never do well. And if you can't buy into the fact that you can be powerful and that you can do something different than what you see other people doing, and you can go past the limits and the doubts and the fears and all that stuff, you might need help. You might need a coach, and I don't even say it should just be me. But, and I got to say this because this is one other idea that I've heard that is full of foolishness. And the scripture speaks about how a fool, I believe it is, their heart is continuously trying to find itself. See, many of these programs and many of these teachings, and I always say The Secret too, it tells you that you should try to find the powerful you within. Well, I'm going to tell you this. There is no powerful you within. You learn to grow by learning. Learning does not come from within yourself. It's kind of like a car saying, I'm going to drive today without gas. You have to have constant good stuff going inside of you in order for you to be built up and for you to learn and grow and to do some things that will take you to the next level. And the sad thing is many coachings and many different types of teachings and theologies and crap tells you that you can, meditate, keep your mind silent, and inside of you, you got everything you need to be wealthy. I'll tell you that even Solomon learned from many counselors. Solomon in the Bible is proven inside the Bible and outside the Bible is the richest man that ever lived. He is the wisest man that ever lived. The Queen of Sheba came all the way from where she was to just hear his wisdom and bring him gifts and bring him money. So I want you to know that stop trying to find out how to move forward and how to grow from inside your own mind. And it's sad that, I see a lot of people say, well, I was trying to grow in business. I was going to do this and do that. But for some reason, I have to, for some reason, they believe that they can learn how to close the deals from the inside of themselves. But right now, the knowledge is somehow, I guess, hidden from them and inside of themselves, like they locked it away in one of the storage closets in their mind and they forgot the key somewhere or something like that, and then now it's just going to magically pop out. If you don't know it, you don't know it. And that's why it's good to have multiple counselors, multiple people that know, and to connect with people every day that have things that you need so you can put it together and use your ability to put things together to make things work. So this is the end of my video today. Where are you? What happened to your mind that made you feel like things weren't possible anymore? Where's all your fire at? Did you lose it? Are you turning into a wimp on me? I hope not. So I want you to get up today. I want you to go back to that place that you were when you didn't have these crazy fears, these doubts, these lies being told to you by yourself, by your friends, by your family, that things can't work, it isn't possible. That's a freaking lie. It is possible. And I'm going to tell you, it's possible because you see other people doing it right in front of you. So I want you to stop doubting yourself, stop believing what the world says because they don't know. Get out there, experiment, and do what needs to be done. So make sure you do it legally. but do what needs to be done to make it where you need to go. And if you like this video, I want you to hit a like and I want you to share it. Thank you.